Shut your mouth.
What?
Live on air, everybody.
Yeah.
Amorim has just been sacked.
Well, he asked for it, didn't he?
That is unreal.
He's got his best ever Christmas present.
Yeah, it's too late. It's a week.
It's too late.
2 weeks too late.
Right. Oh, my God.
He must have had this. He must have done that presser then yesterday, and they've just kicked off afterwards. They must have said to him, and he's gone, "No, all right, cool."
Do you reckon they pulled him straight in? Like the mechanics are away, actually. Do you reckon they pulled him straight back to the ground when we got back? Right, let's have you in at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
let's have this chat now.
Exactly what's going on.
I reckon they were waiting.
Or they waited till this morning.
They were waiting
What's
at
the
Carrington for
what's the
10 o'clock.
details, Luke? Do we know any more?
No.
It's just that he's gone. Well, he's got what he wanted then, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
mate,
think he has.
Here's the question: then. Who is the next manager?
Mate. Liam Rosenior.
Because they're not having Tom Cleverley off Argyle. He's on fire at the
Liam
moment.
Rosenior's available. Go get him, Man U.
I think that is an impossible question to answer. Who Man U will go for as manager at the minute?
Oh, do you know what? We've said it before, haven't we? Now they're back into this. They've now got a team that play a certain formation, and they've recruited, whether or not they're Amorims or the boards. Now they're back into the cycle. New manager.
Yeah, but
they're not my players. I want a load of new
This
players.
could be clever. This
Back
could
to
be
square
clever.
one.
It's the start of the window.
I reckon-
They're given the whole window to go and now recruit players that they want.
I reckon Solskjaer till the end of the season.
Yeah, it'd be
not a bad
somebody that
shout.
had before, just to steady it.
create something,
Harmony.
try and do something, and give them 6
And,
months.
and he's
to
a
try
yes
and
man, isn't he? It would be a bit of a yes man.
Yeah,
Which, nothing wrong with him coming and
you've
doing
got,
that.
I think the feel around Man United is so bad. You need an ex-legend, and he's managed the club, hasn't he? Gary Neville's never going to do it. They're not going to get Ryan Giggs.
I'd love to see Gary Neville go in there.
Nah, give it Giggsy till end of the season.
What about like a
Scholes?
What about
I honestly,
Ollie.
something like
Solskjaer.
that. I think
Ollie
that is
Solskjaer.
what they need.
Totally agree.
What about
I think
like an
that's a
Ollie?
great shout,
Is it like too far removed to say like Ollie and a Roy Keane or someone like? Is that within the realms of
I think Roy
possibility?
Keane would last about 5 minutes with these players before he punches somebody in the face.
It'd be like a Rottweiler.
Oh, my God.
One of them
But
players
you
not
go-
tracking back or throwing their arms in the air. Bang.
But
is that
you go back to your point, and we've seen it, and I've seen it a lot, and I've heard stories within football. Whether you're an experienced manager or a young manager, you get your first impression on that first team talk.
Yeah, you do. It's massive.
When you meet your first group of players, and then you do your first training session, and a lot of managers, good, bad or indifferent, fail on either of
on
them
that
two
first
counts.
step.
on
You
the
know what
first
you
step.
do? I promise you, right?
Really?
You are looking at the manager and you're assessing everything in this like short little 10-minute speech he does, or what he wants or what he expects. You're assessing everything. Whether he can hold eye contact with you, yeah? His body language. Does he look confident? Does he look like he's in control of this ship? You are looking at it all, right? And if he flinches one little bit, I promise you, one little bit shows one little bit of insecurity, everybody auto knows.
Yeah, a bit
you get
of
out the
weakness.
meeting and you go, he's weak, he is.
Yeah.
And you've got it. I promise you, you've got it. So this is what I'm talking about, this aura. You're in a room with 30, 40 grown men, yeah? And to be able to control that room and hold them in the palm of your hand is the hardest thing in the world to do. It really
But I'll tell
is.
you what, the good thing is you go in there and your first meeting, I mean, usually when a manager's coming in like that, it's off the back of like bad results and there's a bit of a negative mood around the place. Manager comes in and says, right, this is what I expect. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And you go through the standards, the principles, everything, all the basics. You're not even going through tactical stuff then in that initial meeting, are you?
Still got to
You're
have
basically
something about you to be able to say that. If you're a Liam Rosenior, who obviously did play at the top level, but he's not got that aura. He'd be like me going as a manager. They're not. I can set all these things, but what am I backing it up with? And that's where the players are at, aren't
I
they?
remember one of the first meetings Tony Pulis did at West Brom. Walked in, Semenyo was wearing his like beanie hat or something like that before training.
Get that off.
Walked in, literally pulled off his head, no hats in meetings, stands in there, right, and he just went, and everyone just went, oh shit. That's
class.
Oh, it was unreal. But as grown men, yeah, you need an authority.
if you let him get away with that in that initial
you
instant,
need an
that's it, you're weak.
authoritarian figure. I think men need authority in front of them because it gets you on the back foot.
If I'm Aston Villa and an Aston Villa fan, I'm shitting myself right now.
Oh, mate.
I totally agree.
Is that a backward step for Emery?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my golly,
But
golly
if
gosh.
I'm Villa, he's the only one I think that they should be going
what
for
if?
if they're not going to get somebody to
Wow.
What if Emery sat down with a hierarchy and they go, right, Unai, you're the manager, you run things, we're going to give you a 5-year commitment. I know obviously that can change with 6 bad results, but if they sold him the dream of managing a long-term project, do you think he would be convinced? If they sold him the dream, he's managing that football club.
I think he stays at Villa.
Yeah, I think he stays at Villa. I don't think he would want to leave Villa. I don't think it's the perfect fit for Unai Emery. I think it is. The Man United job is too much, I think, for Emery. I think it's too much. I think he is perfect for.
I disagree.
So, in my eyes, right, you have the best managers in the world, and for me, they've always been your Peps, probably your Klopp, and your Fergie. Yeah, the best manager. Wenger. And then just underneath that, who are probably a few % behind, you've got all the other ones who are brilliant, unbelievable, world-class manager. Mourinho's in that top bit as well. And I think Unai Emery is just in that little bracket. And I think this Man United job is just too much.
But also, why would you want to go from having full control? You know exactly, you know where all your pieces are, and going in a new jigsaw and going, fuck this, I've got to build this again.
And actually, realistically, what can he achieve at Villa? Are they in the title race? Yes.
Yeah.
You'd have to say they are. How many years would it take to get United to where Villa are now? You'd have to say 3 at least.
Yeah,
4.
probably. It can change really quickly in football. A couple of years of real good transfer windows and a proper manager guiding the ship.
But ultimately, it's a step back.
Yeah, at this moment in time.
It is a step back, yeah.
But he would have to do at United what he did at Villa.
Yeah.
But the problem he's got is, like we were speaking 5 minutes ago, he eventually would want to build the full autonomy to get to where he needs it to get to. And Man United might not allow that structure, but it would be a big step back.
I guarantee you that whoever takes charge of their next game will play 4 at the back for Man United. I promise you.
What about if they go and just sign a Iraola or a Marco Silva?
Glasner.
Or sign Iraola and bring Semenyo with him, like, for example. Because he's only got 6 months left of the contract.
They haven't won in 11 games?
Yeah, they haven't, but that's not a bad option.
Oh, my God. There'll be 4 at the back. Dorgu will be not playing on the right wing anymore.
Is that
an
absurd suggestion?
I don't think it is. Iraola, you go say 18 months. You got 18 months at Man United. There you go.
Watto's already told us the answer, lads. I promise you. Solskjaer's your boy.
Just thinking of options.
It's a proven, tried and tested method of doing stuff.
Well,
give him a temporary job.
Man United fans need something to grab on,
cling on to.
Well,
Ollie at the wheel.
We all remember the first 12 games under Ollie.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember his last game, Ben?
No.
Do you know
actually? Yeah.
You were in goal.
Watford. Yeah. We beat them.
4-1 at the Vic.
4-1 was it? Oh,
what, you beat
God.
them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you hear his voice there?
Unbelievable.
That was the last game, and they were
woeful.
But this is...
They were that bad, they still scored 1.
This is why I agree with Watto, though, that give it to Ollie to steady the ship, bring a bit of harmony back about the place, let the players feel good about themselves again, yeah? And don't get carried away with Ollie's at the wheel and they should sign the thing and all that kind of stuff.
It might sound daft, because even if they come in and bring him in first game, bring him in interim charge, it brings the song back, a bit of noise, a bit of positivity, it just changes something.
People don't understand how much that adds to
just one song.
Yeah,
could
one
really
song.
Even if they're having him off a little bit.
But this is the thing with United, though. It would be great bringing Ollie back and saying, if they had a really clear identity and said, right, this is how we do things, this is the formation that we play, this is our system, and then we recruit someone like what Brentford do, look what Brighton do, and that when that next manager comes in, they bring in somebody that fits into their football club. Whereas the problem you've got with United, Ollie's going to come in, want to do his own thing, and then they'll be recruiting someone else who's going to tear it up and start again.
I don't think Ollie does want to. I think he'd be happy to just go in there and fight the fire.
This is their problem.
But they're still 3 points off 4th. I think it's a great time to get rid of him.
Yeah,
I think it's a great time. You've got the whole of the January window to now go and recruit.
Leeds fans,
and they're 3 points off 4th.
With this, by the way, Leeds. This
they got him sacked.
The icing on the cake for Leeds fans. This would be right now. They'll be watching this news, going, "We did that. We did that."
By the way, this is I think the best I've ever seen Xerxes play.
Yeah,
for them.
To be
he
fair,
came on and
when
he was
came
good.
on, he looked lovely, didn't he? To be fair,
he played off the front man.
Sesko though, like just miles off it. Like he had a couple of moments where he would drop in and bring other players into play, but other than that, I'm thinking you're not going to score me goals.
He needs
you are not going to score me goals,
coach him, doesn't he?
Right, that was the reaction, our live reaction. That was nice, actually, wasn't it? It was nice having a bit of that's never happened on the show before, has it not? No, it's never happened. Wow. Like proper nice breaking news like that. Not nice breaking news, but breaking news. Right, the show is actually about to start right now. This is what we shot earlier. So if you want to listen to our Man United bit where we were talking about the game, we were talking about the manager, what he said in the press conference, and the fact that we were actually saying that he's probably laying the foundation to get sacked, then listen ahead, but you can skip to the Liverpool part, which is about, 15 minutes into the future. So go to that little bar down below. There you go. Cheers. Hello, everybody. It's 2026. Life starts today, by the way, lads. Everything starts again today. Christmas is done. New Year's done.
Wolves are unbeaten in 2026.
Wolves unbeaten. 100% win success rate in 2026. How was it all for you, lads? Have a good time? Good festive period?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah?
I've got no New Year's resolutions that are fucking set in stone.
You ain't doing nothing different.
Doing
this
nothing.
year.
Hey,
You
I
stay the same.
want more of the same.
Yeah.
More of the same.
I want more of the
and
same.
I've said this, one thing for sure, not having one miserable day in 2026.
Love that.
Come
Watsky.
on.
Until you lose the quiz.
Oh, that's just normal. That's normal.
How's your New Year's, Toze?
Yeah.
First New Year's Eve as a non-footballer in what, 20 years?
Yeah, I know. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. It was brilliant.
Did you?
Crazy.
Yeah,
You are
mental.
crazy.
Absolutely.
You
Lost
are.
the plot now, only a few. It was all right. It was chilled. Jules Holland.
It was actually quite nice.
He
Jules Holland, wasn't it?
texts me and goes, Jules Holland. He goes, I didn't know he was white.
I was going to say that. I didn't know I could say that.
Oh my
You see
God.
Olivia Dean? I've
Yeah,
never seen her
unbelievable.
before, right? So the wife and kids were like, oh, she's brilliant, Dad. She is incredible, isn't she?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
See the
There
fellow
you
with
go,
loads of
Olivia
energy
Dean.
with the 1930s.
Mate, lovely,
Oh,
isn't
that
it?
was class, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was nice.
So yeah, 2026, no carbs, no alcohol, dry January. We're getting back in the gym. We're doing all this kind of stuff.
How
It's gonna
long
be a
for?
good year. Couple of days at least, anyway. Might last a couple of days. Anyway, football's been popping the last few days, the last few weeks even, really. Last couple of days, though, in particular, Man United, as per usual, making the headlines. Ruben Amorim. We'll talk about the game in a minute, but the way you're talking after this game, lads, it feels to me like the weight of the world is on his shoulder and he's finally just cracked and had enough.
What do you make of his statement and what message he's trying to communicate?
I get the impression, right, that he's finally told a bit of truth in this press conference, where every other press conference he has, it's like he's just sort of saying what needs to be said at that moment in time to tailor to that game week or to whatever's happening behind the scene. He just says what's needed to be said. Whereas I feel he's finally gone, do you know what, I'm not enjoying this. Like, there's people above me doing too much stuff. I don't really get a say in this. I don't really get a say in that. And he's just said it.
As he basically said, because what he said was, after 18 months when my contract's up,
What's that?
we all move on.
What's that?
Does that basically mean,
Yes.
sack me?
Yeah.
Nobody
Because
ever- nobody
I'm
ever
not
talks about
resigning.
that. This is like what Maresca did a few weeks ago
Yeah.
with Chelsea about saying it's the worst week of his life. It's almost laying the foundations to get somebody above him to go, right, mate, he's lost his head. Let's quickly get rid of him before he goes and says
Yeah,
too
but
much.
if you rewind when he signed the contract 18 months ago, what were the conversation?
Yeah.
Mate,
That's the key to the whole thing.
The
He's done
conversation was
18
that
months.
he wants to be the manager and not the coach. That's
I
what I
know,
took from
But
the
like
whole
you said,
thing.
Watto, what should the conversation have been there? Am I coming in to coach the players that you signed for me? Who am I reporting to? Is it Wilcox? Is it Browse? Who's...
Well, he's trying to say clearly that he wants to be the manager of the job, so he wants to run everything. From recruitment to picking the team to everything. So that all falls on him, doesn't it? But he is literally just saying, sack me, isn't he? That's all he's saying.
Do you
in that whole
think
press conference.
Carragher's got a point when he said he's not good enough to do this? He's not good enough to say these things. He's not good enough even to be the manager of Man United.
It's hard, isn't it? We've never been his biggest fan, have we?
No, I've never been his biggest fan, and it's a really brutal assessment, but I thought it were an honest assessment.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been at Man United, I've known guys who have played for them, worked for them. It's an institution. It is massive. And whether he's the right man for that is very much 50-50. But I thought Carragher's assessment of him, is he really even good enough to be a Premier League manager, were quite damning.
Cool.
I think Chelsea are about to go down the same route that Man United did 18 months ago, in the fact that they are potentially going to appoint Rosenior.
Yeah.
And I think we said at the time, or I said at the time, Amorim he's missing a stepping stone in terms of his managerial career. It felt like there was a gap there. He went from here to up there.
It's doing the
I
hard
feel like
yards, isn't it? If you
Rosenior's
think about
to
even
say-
like a Mourinho, when he came in, he'd won the Champions League, so he did something. He came in with a bit of credit, and the players were going, oh, hang on a sec, this guy knows what he's talking about. But Amorim coming in, and it being in such a dour state when he took over, and almost 15th last year is just not good enough.
You've got
is
to
it?
have either massive credit in the bank of winning a Champions League or winning something, or have massive aura, have a real bit about yourself. Do you know what I mean? I think nowadays to walk into one of the top teams, one of the bigger teams, because top teams anymore, there's like 6 or 8 top teams, isn't there? But if you want to walk into one of them big teams and be the main man, you've got to have something about you. Massive aura where your people skills are incredible, where you walk through a door and people just respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah? You have to have that
Either
about
your people skills are incredible or you literally do not give a flying F
people are
about
scared
what
of you,
what
they fall
think.
into line.
Or you're very good at putting on a big dog and pony show. Because
but people see that behind the scenes. That's what I mean. And eventually it falls flat on its face.
But this is the problem.
Exactly.
So my question to you would be, Ben, is with these big jobs, Chelsea's, United's, these giants of British football, are these managers getting the chance too soon?
Yes, I think they are. I think they're trying to be cool and trendy and offering young guys who haven't really done the hard yards, like what Toze said, haven't got the credit in the bank, haven't got the aura, and go, right, maybe we've tried everything else, why don't we just try this? But I just don't think it will. I think you have to still stick with the big boys, your Klopps, like people like your Wengers and Mourinho's and the big names, you know what I mean? The ones that are really, really well respected, because they're well respected for a reason.
But realistically, like Watto, if you're a Man United, you're a Chelsea, they're obviously appointing Amorim, you've got Liam Rosenior. Realistically, not that he would go there necessarily, but they'd be better off appointing an Eddie Howe, wouldn't they?
Well, look, I think the tried and tested route has to have some substance behind it for sure. But then you look at Arsenal, Arteta had only been a member of a coaching staff in terms of working with Pep, and he got an opportunity and really has transformed Arsenal, to be fair. Yeah. All right, 1 trophy in 5 years, that's... obviously, as an Arsenal fan, that's probably.
But the progression is constant.
But you can see that. Yeah. But I don't think there's too many stories like that, if I'm honest. And like Amorim, if he had total autonomy in Portugal, it's a different world to
You're not going to get it at Man
big
United.
club and the Premier League. I do think that managers who have had a chance at other clubs need to have had some experience in that Premier League before they get the real big.
But also, even when he took over Man U, he never got that manager bounce, did he?
No.
He come in and it was just still flat.
Yeah,
it was really flat. But going back to like Arteta, right? So he's got an identity, which obviously Amorim has got an identity, whether it's right or wrong. He's adaptable. Amorim's not adaptable in the slightest, does he? You know, he's good in the media. Yeah. He does everything right, but he's almost like, right, this is my way. It's my way or the highway. And it's not.
It's only been over the last few weeks that he started to change formations and starting to.
Yeah, but he changed it against Newcastle, didn't he? They beat Newcastle. Whether it was convincing or not, they still beat them. It was a good result, but he never backed it up by playing a different way again. He kind of went back to his, I'm going to get it right.
I saw a stat the day that said something like United have got, of the sort of like ever-presents, excluding all the teams that have been promoted and like relegated and stuff like that, I think United, since he took over, have got the 4th fewest points in the Premier League out of all the teams, which is like, you can't do that but as a Man United manager.
No, but surely if you've got a structure at Man United, where the Ratcliffe's at the top and then he's got Wilcox, Barada, all these. But if you've put that structure in place, then your coach or manager is answerable to them guys who are football guys. So if them football guys are in a room like we are today, and they're sat just like this, having a coffee, and they said to the manager, by the way, we've now watched this for 18 months, we cannot understand as football people why you just stick to 3-4-3. What do you think his answer is in that meeting to them guys? Because I think that's the point they've got to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but don't forget as well, they've got progression this year. Last year, 15th, and this year, they're 3 points off 4th. So, as far as, you know, last year was a disaster and this year looks like a disaster, they are getting better.
They gave him a few quid in the summer. I think we talked about the players, apart from Sesko, I think the other signings they've had...
Still 200 mil, they've spent
200 mil. They're players that would have gone probably to any of the other top 4, 6, 8 contenders.
Maybe this is where it's coming from, because maybe Wilcox is saying, right, we can go get Semenyo. And he's saying, no, Semenyo's not fitting into my style. He doesn't fit into my formation. Yeah. And he's going, well,
but surely there's these conversations when they're recruiting Amorim. Surely these conversations obviously must be happening of what formation do you play, right? Look at the players at the club, look at your recruitment list or our recruitment list. Like, there feels like there's some really basic level of communication that's just not happened here.
Well, look, we'll never be the fly on the wall from a conversation 18 months ago, but he's either been very, very clever in that meeting, or at that point they were so desperate for this guy that when he said, I'm playing 3-4-3 and I am sticking to 3-4-3, they've just gone, okay.
But if you look in world football and you look at all the biggest clubs in world football, how many teams are playing 3-4-3? So how many wing backs are there available? You know, whereas wingers, there's so many available. You can go and get an 18-year-old from Brazil or something like that. Whereas wing-backs, they can't just go and get them. Whereas when Chelsea adapted to 3-4-3, they changed people like Victor Moses into a wing-back, and it was perfect. It just worked really well.
So you've got
for a while, didn't he? Yeah. That sort of thing to deal with as well.
But that's the thing, innit, on recruitment. So you're dead right. They want to have some wing-backs, but all of a sudden Amorim says, well, I want my right wing-back, obviously, to be right-footed, and I want him to be 6'3". I want my left wing-back to be left-footed, and I want him to be 6'. That your percentage of player has gone from this to this.
Yeah, the pool is small. It's so small
for the individual stuff, and that's the problem you get into. And he's not changed.
In fairness, at the minute, like, their injuries are ridiculous. They've got an awful lot of injuries, and they've got an awful lot of players away at AFCON and just not available. So it's tough for them. To be fair.
I don't think that's an excuse for Man United.
But you knew the AFCON was coming.
Yeah, you knew the AFCON was coming. I agree, but I don't think you can excuse the team or the manager because of their results lately as well. I think it goes deeper than that. I think everybody can see that there's not a lot of goodwill flying around at Man United.
But ironically, they're not doing badly this season. No, they're doing okay. Look at where Spurs finished at 17th last season. Look where they are this season. United finished very, very similar position, and they're right up there.
I just think there's too much politics at Man United. There's too many chefs trying to stir that broth. Yeah, there is. There's too many of them.
Look at Dan Ashworth lasted, what, month?
That's what I mean.
Because he's obviously come in and thought, said, sod this.
I'm not having this. Yeah. This ain't working properly. And then you've got people above them who've probably got a nice little clique going, and they don't like it.
What about the theory, though? What about Fozzie, though? Like, look at the behemoths in English football, right? And you look at Klopp, Wenger, Mourinho, Fergie, Pep, Emery. Look at they're managers of football clubs, right? Yeah. Does the English model of this big club and a head coach work, or does the big club need a manager that oversees?
Yeah, I think it can work. It can. I think the most recent example of that, Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, completely changed it all. But you can see that he's the manager. Pep, I still get the impression he manages it all. Yeah, he manages it all. You'd say so.
That's what I'm saying. Don't clubs like that in the English game.
It can work, but the guy has to be right. The person to do that has to have all of these facilities to be able to be that guy, though. So if you want to be the guy that manages the team from the top to bottom, you've got to be smart and clever and people skills and have an aura.
But what he's saying is, Amorim, basically, is I've not been allowed to do that.
But you've got to earn your stripes, haven't you?
Yeah.
Villa with Emery went in. They had all these structures, and he's just gone and got better, and they've seen his class. So every year he's got more power, more autonomy.
He's earned it.
He's earned his stripes now. Amorim, in 18 months, has he done a little bit better than when he started? Yeah, for sure. But has he done enough for Man United, not Aston Villa, Man United,
as a whole,
to give him the whole structure?
Is this Man United squad better now than what it was when he took over? I mean, look at the Liverpool squad, right? From when Klopp took over to what they were when he left, yeah? That squad, there's a famous team sheet, isn't there? And, like, no disrespect to any players, you got Mignolet in goal, you got all these other players here, there and ever. Compare it to the team that he left, oh my gosh. Like, the progression in that time is outrageous. Massive. Is this team, Man United team, that much better than when he took over?
But not only that.
Is it better?
They don't excite you. They don't do anything. They don't create chance after chance after chance. They just get through games, whether they just scrap 1-0.
I don't know if you watched the Leeds game, but Leeds probably should have won.
That's a good derby.
Leeds probably should have won. Like, they had quite a few chances. It's a good derby game, this is, to be fair. It is a really good derby game.
So what's next for United then? Because that press conference yesterday that's put the nail in the coffin, hasn't it?
I don't know if it's the nail in the coffin, but it's definitely laying.
But what he said is,
I'm laying the foundation.
I'm gone in 18 months. Fans don't like this system.
No one ever
Fans don't like me.
No, if you've got 18 months left on your contract as a manager, you never say.
But this is the problem.
But you never say that.
Is he really trying to get a new contract there? Because he's saying, no. Am I going to sign again? Because, look, I think it's the beginning of the end.
I just realised how important it is to be at home on Christmas Day and he's not at home.
How much succession planning is going on at United, do we think?
I don't think there's too much, to be honest with you, mate. Everything just seems a little bit too knee-jerk in all areas. But you're struggling from the get-go because if Amorim is so wedded to playing a certain formation or a certain type of player that he wants, Man United ain't going to be able to sign players that another manager might want.
They should have bloody known that before they appointed him as manager.
But if you go back to the start of the whole conversation, if all the structures are there at Man United, there is only a certain type of manager or coach that they're going to appoint. Because the very, very best will not want that neither.
But if they get rid of him, who do they get?
Oh, mate,
Who do they get?
At this point
Honestly.
of the season, it's too hard. Like, January is absolute nightmare, isn't it? There's nobody available anyway. Chelsea, look at Chelsea. Chelsea are in the same boat. They've sacked their manager. Who are they looking for now? Young, unproven Premier League manager.
Well, it's either the young ones or Sam Allardyce is back, isn't he?
Go on, Big Sam.
Go on.
Big Sam, I'm telling you.
Do we think Leeds, by the way, before we move on from Man United Leeds, do we think they're going to be all right this season?
Yeah.
Because watching that game, they are going to be more than all right. If they get dragged into a relegation fight from here, then it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It really is, because they're way too good to
I'd
get
be
relegated.
amazed. I think they've been a good team. Obviously, they'd like to get a little bit better away from Ellen Road, but Ellen Road,
Fortress.
tough place to be.
Well, they're on 22 points,
Yeah.
halfway through.
Yeah.
I think 40 points will be more than enough.
Hey, if they can get a couple wins in the next month, that's
Yeah.
all. I would say they're virtually there,
Yeah.
aren't they? A couple
think
more
that-
wins, then they're virtually there, because West Ham at the minute.
The big question is, are any of the bottom three going to...
Get out of it.
Cannot see it at all.
I can't see it, to be honest with you. The way it's going, we're going to talk about. Can we talk about Liverpool game in a second quickly?
Yeah.
Because there's a couple bits on that game that I'm just like, my head's boggling.
And I've got an amazing.
Does your mate
story.
VAR got anything to do with it?
The what?
You
Might have
make
a little bit to do with VAR. Right, quickly before we do that, the relegation picture at the minute, it looks like basically
Who's bottom?
Wolves still absolutely Rocco bottom.
I'm telling you, they're coming
Despite
back
their
now.
convincing. So West Ham are 4 points behind Forest, yeah, but I think they play each other.
They play each
tomorrow,
other
don't
at
they?
Old Crapper Cup,
tomorrow
yeah.
or Wednesday, don't
Tuesday,
they?
I think it is,
Yeah, tomorrow. So that's massive. If Forest win that, then poof, mate, absolutely struggles. Anyway, right. So we talk about this Liverpool game then, yeah. So first of all, we've got to talk about the Wirtz goal, right? The offside for Wirtz's goal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So they use semi-automated, technology to be able to kind of give the goal or rule the goal out or whatever they needed to do. I read a little stat about why it was given. Yeah?
Because of the 5 centimetre
Tolerance.
thick
Yeah?
line.
There's a tolerance,
Right,
right, of 5 centimetres. What the fuck, lads? Right? 5 centimetres is about the size of Toze's cock, right? It is massive.
It's
yeah?
made a big difference to my life. That
You've doubled me in 2 seconds. I'll
It
take
is
that.
a massive tolerance, right? How can you say this stuff is like virtually guaranteed to work when there's a tolerance of 5
Well, no,
centimetres?
isn't it to do with the line?
Yeah,
being, right.
the line,
I'll
right?
tell you why. Let me answer that, right? Because we were the same fuckers that were whinging 2 years ago, 3 years about it's a toe.
Yeah.
It's a toe.
He's offside.
Well, this is why.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you what then. Look at the screen, yeah? Look at the lines
The groundsman.
right?
The groundsman's
So
done his job for him,
Right,
and they
so-
still get it wrong.
Exactly, yeah.
It's
So I put a tweet
unbelievable.
out yesterday saying, look at the lines on the pitch. And I had people saying, oh, you think those lines are straight? And I'm thinking, yes, I think those lines are straight.
Do you know
yeah?
how long it takes to cut?
If it's 5
cut a ball?
centimetres, there's no way they're 5 centimetres out anywhere, right? Guaranteed, yeah? So when the ball is played, Wirtz's foot is 5 centimetres further ahead than the defender.
Is this one of these illusions? You know when people go, the ball was out, and then they do the
there's no
technology.
illusion. It's over the line. You can see it is factoid, yeah? It is literally there, right? So what they've done is, right, they've got a picture of, and they can see that he's offside, but then they've also got this technology, right? And so what they've done is they've gone, but we've got to go with the technology because the technology is the technology, and you'll have somebody else going, yeah, but he's offside. You
So
can see
what
he's
you're saying
offside.
is the
And they've
technology's
gone,
wrong?
Of course it's wrong.
Well,
Everybody
even
knows it's wrong.
Wirtz
But
said he thought he was offside.
The problem comes from the person who had to still go with the decision.
Oh, crazy.
Somebody somewhere has gone, I know he's offside, yeah, I know it, everybody knows it, but we still have to
But
go
he's
with
onside.
technology.
That person doing it can't go against the technology.
Honestly, well,
All
my-
right, so I killed him, yeah? He's dead now, right? He's dead. But the technology said I didn't kill him. But everybody's seen me kill
No, I
him.
know,
yeah?
I know.
Yeah?
But
But he's
I'm
still
sa-
dead.
what I'm saying
yeah?
is-
But
It's not-
I'm all right. But
it's
the
not that
technology
deep.
said I
It's
didn't
not-
kill him.
But if he's the guy that goes against technology, then doesn't it just...
All right, so everybody's watched me shoot him dead in the forehead, right? He's now dead, yeah? Sorry, family. He's dead, though, yeah? Don't worry about it, okay, yeah? But the technology gets me off and says, no, he didn't.
But that's how good
But we
VAR
saw
is.
it. But we saw it. It's fact. Look, there's a video. It shows it, yeah? Yeah, but the technology says, and we've invested hundreds of millions into this technology.
I only had 4 beers yesterday afternoon, and that's why I
What did
thought-
you see? What did you
That's
see?
what I'm saying. I was very clear on it.
How many
If I
goals did you see?
had my usual 14, I might have gone with it. But there's no way that's offside.
You even
bizarre,
saw it.
isn't it?
You even saw it after 4 pints.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, it was
Give the VAR
Honestly,
staff.
I was watching it thinking, they're surely going to talk about this, like really talk about
Yeah, but
it.
even
and
Wirtz
really-
did come out and say, I thought I was offside.
They had to wait till
Unbelievable.
they had to wait till full time to go over it a bit. And to be fair, even Jamie Carragher said, like, no, it was offside. Like, it's obvious it's offside.
So,
Do you know what I mean?
So what's the crap then with it all?
What? Well, they'd rather go with the technology, even though it's wrong, than actually make a decision with a pair of bollocks and go, yeah, it's actually
Why
offside.
is the technology wrong then?
Because they've got a
Why?
5 centimetre tolerance. dickheads.
Oh, right, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yes, that's why it's wrong, yeah? So if there's a 5 centimetre tolerance, even though your eyes can tell you, and it's exactly that it's offside, they're still going to go...
But you know next year the line's going to be 10 centimetres.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Honestly, it's
But what about the
bonkers.
equalising goal? Because I've got a great story about Harry.
I need to... Give me the story, please.
When he were at Southampton, great lad, great footballer, probably never got the opportunities he deserved, really. But the one story I want to tell is because he was so good and a great kid, when he got his chance to move, he bought a little puppy. And do you know what he named his puppy after one of our managers?
Watto.
No, after a manager. He called his puppy after a manager.
Ronald.
No.
Cloud Powell.
No.
No.
It's the other one.
Who's the Austrian?
Yeah, that's him.
What's his name?
He's the one.
Yeah. He
Not
called
Rangnick.
he called his puppy
Ralph. Oh, it's good. It's good. Is it because he loved him so
It's
much?
because he loved him so much. He said, I think it's so. So every time he said, "Ralph, come here,"
You give him a little... We don't condone that.
But what a goal! What a goal!
I
was so honestly, absolutely buzzing for him,
mate. If ever there's so if as a goalie, if somebody said, right, he's going to get on the ball 35 yards out on the angle, right, and he's going to drill one, you'd go, let him drill away, mate. Honestly, drill all you like. I'm Allison. There's no way. That ball is unsavable.
Unsavable.
Just before it dips down, it's about that much over the crossbar, right, and then it just goes.
But I've got a great question for you.
Have I got some sweaty bits already?
Because, like I was saying to Tom off air, you do a drill at the training ground today or any day, and you put that same scenario on where he gets that ball. How is the defence where they are?
Oh,
that's the momentum of the game.
I know.
But you could put that on any day of the week at any club, non-league football, and you would never, ever give him that opportunity.
No, nobody.
I think it even blows his mind because he hits it so early still.
Yeah, I know.
He's expecting someone to come out. Someone's still not even within 15 yards of him.
It's mind-blowing.
You can't let people shoot because even if it doesn't go in the top schneiser like that did, you're asking for a ricochet, right? As long as that ball gets into that melee of players, right, and it flicks off somebody, go on, mate.
You know what I reckon is? I reckon that's where Szoboszlai's position is, but is it Raul Jimenez? If you watch it back, Raul Jimenez is literally holding Szoboszlai,
bullying him
still holding him in there,
and
he would be the one who would go out and press that. But someone else has to go, right, I need to be the first man to go to the ball.
Do you know what? It was fully deserved, though, in fairness. Fulham would have been heartbroken at losing that game. I promise you, they'd have been absolutely heartbroken at losing it. It's a fair play to them.
What about Harrison Reed after the game saying... I practiced them in training.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Did he, Watto? Did he practice them at Sutton, did he?
Not very often, no.
Oh, yeah. I practiced putting them in the top corner from 35 yards out on the angle. Incredible. Liverpool, but quickly before we move on again, Liverpool, though, just like, they're not Liverpool anymore. They're really not. They're nowhere near it. They look, like you look at the body language of some of the players and they, oh my gosh, sorry.
That's
and
fine.
they look, that is a massive fine, sorry lads. They look like, just lack of confidence. Everything about it just looks nowhere near what it used to be.
I was thinking on the way in this morning, who was there? Do you remember who their striker was last year?
Nunes?
Yeah.
Diaz?
And Nunes, obviously, being the one, like thinking he got so much criticism, but how much good stuff did he actually really do? And obviously, Salah last year was so good as well, like untouchable as he was the previous years.
Hey, I think losing Diaz was a big one for Liverpool.
The whole front three, just completely changed.
Ferret just got after everybody, and then everybody could get up the pitch around it as well. Well,
the best they're hoping for is top four, isn't it? Top four, top five.
Yeah, I think
that's it. I think the top three. The top three have gone.
I think Slot's in trouble, personally. I do.
Who's Semenyo going to, lads? Because I'm saying, like, what's his name? Who's the one who announces all the transfers? Fabrizio put that Liverpool have nearly agreed with him, and
really,
like, mate,
isn't the buyout only in the first week of the window?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why they're saying it needs to be done like now.
Well, I thought it was going to be City, and then City were basically allowing him to play against Arsenal, and then they're going to go put that bid in because it helps their title campaign. But don't know. It doesn't look
anymore.
But also, it looks damning because last week I think we spoke about them away at Brentford, and his work rate wasn't there.
Oh, it weren't.
It almost seems like since he's had this interest come into him, he's not taking his foot off the gas. But maybe he's overthinking it. Yeah, maybe he's not wanting to get injured.
Mate, if you've got a massive move coming where you know your wages are about to double, honestly, subconsciously, lads, I'm not saying, but subconsciously you're thinking, just do not get injured, all right? It's actually a really difficult place to be fair. But I would not fancy being in his position.
Normally a manager or a coach takes it out of your hands.
Yeah, they would. They'll just take you away from it.
They'll take you away from it.
You do wonder with City, would he be? Is he going to get the game time that he wants, playing every week?
Yeah,
would he get
that's
that?
a worry a little bit.
Here's a question: does he play better off the left or off the right? That's the question.
Well, he started the season off the left, and then he was playing on the right against Arsenal the other day. And you see the one where he's in the defending mode, and he's not really a great defender anyway, but somebody sort of did him dead easy, got him behind. I think it might have been Madueke or whatever. But I'd rather have him off the left. If you can come in on that right side, off there,
but
bang one.
That's where I think City need the wide left.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Even like Arsenal probably need a wide left.
I think they'll all be fighting for him.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the conversations behind the scenes will be massive. And I said a couple of weeks ago, I think if Arsenal did get him,
game over.
Gets them over the line.
It could be. It's probably game over anyway. To be fair, it's probably game over anyway because Arsenal are just like fair do to Arsenal. They're relentless, absolutely relentless. We're going to talk about Arsenal next. Should we go City Chelsea?
Yeah.
It was a good game. This, you know, Chelsea
Yeah.
actually were decent. You know, I was quite happy with Chelsea.
First half?
No, I thought second half they were breaking really well and looking like really wanting to go for it as well.
First half they could have been 3 down, couldn't they? Haaland was on something.
God, mate, it's Phil Foden. You see his feet when he dribbled into the box.
By the way,
Unbelievable.
how fast does Haaland travel with
Mate,
the ball?
powerful. It's not. It's fast and it's powerful.
Yeah.
I made a point of saying to Louis, I said, Louis, did you see that? And he went, oh my God, Dad. Seriously.
Unreal.
Like, just bullied. It was Chalobah, wasn't it? Trying to track back with him. Just breathe.
Well, he ran round him that way and then he ran back round that way. How demoralised is that? And he's still running
That'd have been
treading
an
water.
unreal goal, by the way, if he'd have scored that. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed this, to be fair. And you know what? Draw, probably a fair result, wasn't it? Yeah.
I thought so after the second half. Yeah. But the only winners on that day are Arsenal, aren't they?
Yeah.
But what about
when he pokes that in?
Absolutely buzzing.
What
about the Donnarumma save?
Before the goal?
Unlucky, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And also Enzo's lucky because he misses that.
Mishits it
If
twice,
he's a tiny bit further out,
yeah.
it hits the post and comes back
I like
out.
Big GG. I do. I'm really happy with Big GG, to be fair, because I think sometimes when you come over, you've seen a goalie playing you don't get to see him week in, week out. But he looks like he's just big and solid.
Do you know what I like about it?
The one where he saves, like where it hits him in the chest and he just stands there. Some goalies like react to that and they fall back and they're a bit flaky and it just goes through. He just stands there and I think, I like that, man.
What I like about him in the nicest possible way is he's a prick, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a proper
He's always
prick.
involved.
If there's an argument, he gets over there, gets involved. If he makes a save, like you say,
I
I don't think you'd want to fight him, would you?
No, would you?
He's a big old boy.
He's like Happy Gilmore in the baseball net. What about Pep after the game though?
What did he do? I didn't see this.
It's just on the pitch. He was just going around. It's always like he's laughing. He's smiling through like gritted teeth, and he was going up to all the players.
The cameras are on him again.
He's the king of passive aggressiveness.
Yes.
He really is. I mean, the post-matcher we were talking about, and the interviewer said, he said, so Chelsea got the better of the second half, and he was like, did they? I don't agree with that. And then afterwards he went, well, you know better than me, don't you? To the interviewer. And I was like, oh no.
And on match of the day they put the stats up and Chelsea were better second half.
All of the match of the day pundits agreed with him.
Yeah. The eye test told you all you need to know. I took the dog for a walk straight after the game, so I was like, couldn't see it.
Cold one.
Oh, it was lovely, that, mate. Pure. Blue, like clear sky.
Golf course?
Golf course, perfect. Good job. Right, where are we going, lads?
We need to talk about Liam Rosenior potentially getting the top job at Chelsea.
Massive job. Massive.
Is it too big? Too soon?
Time will tell. I really do think time will tell. I just think Chelsea, this is going to be a tough job to take over for because Chelsea have got too many, I would say, similar sort of ilk of players. They need a lot more experience in there. If you can bring a couple experienced heads to really guide the ship a little bit more, then I think he'd get off to a good start by doing that. So if he gets a bit of funds, I would say his first signing would be a big experience.
But
he'll get funds.
They're saying at Strasbourg he has been managing a really young squad and doing really well. So maybe that's
one
what it is.
thing doing it in that league as opposed to doing it in the big one.
Even yesterday watching the game, right? The left back comes on, Jarrod Hatto.
Yeah.
He comes on the pitch and Jorgensen, hopefully I've pronounced that right, the keeper, Jorgensen,
it all over the shop.
puts the ball over the top for him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, where's the leader on the pitch saying, stop that square, shitty pass.
In
You
fairness,
do not
some
do
of
that.
his playing out from the back yesterday was unreal. So he was spraying.
Obviously, he was very confident because he did it again 2 minutes later, and he wasn't ready. He wasn't warm in the game. He missed.
He wasn't ready. Did you hear this? How can you excuse a left back, a Premier League left back? A ball was played directly to him, yeah? All he had to do was take a touch like that, right? And it went over his
you're
foot.
backing the keeper for a shitty pass.
Shitty pass.
It
What's
was a
his
good
pass?
pass.
It was a perfect pass. It was a perfect pass. I'm thinking, what a ball that is.
You're
And
on
it
to a
goes out.
loser.
Absolutely no way. I want to watch that back. I'll send you loads of passes.
I do agree, though, at the same time, sometimes you have to just go, whoa, whoa.
He's just come on the pitch. He's warming.
Felipe, mate. Felipe, just calm it down, big dog, all right? Let's just go a bit long, settle it down, settle down for a little bit.
But what my point is...
But I feel for him, it's like what we talk about Man U. He comes in to manage Chelsea. He's not having one say on it.
No, but he's not.
Not
No.
one say.
Yeah.
So he's managed young players 100% at Strasbourg. So the message will be, you manage this group of players, and actually, if we're doing any business in January, it'll be another one or two, but they'll be young players.
Yeah.
But
And
my point there is just that there's no like old experienced head saying to the keeper, because he did it twice in a row. He did that big loose pass, I'd call it. Just stop that pass. Just stop it. He's just come on the pitch. Like, let him settle into the game.
Yeah, you don't have many of those leaders anymore, though, do you? Who are able to really control a game by going, whoa, relax, kind of thing. Don't do that.
What do you reckon then, Toze? Do you reckon Rosenior?
I
can't see it ending well.
It's one of these managers where he's all over social media. They're putting these videos of him doing his team talks and stuff, and it all looks good and stuff. But ultimately, all that matters is he coming in and doing the work on the pitch and getting the results, isn't it? That's it.
Do you know what's amazing? When a new manager walks through the door at a football club, the players very, very quickly can gauge whether they can have him off or not, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
I've got a theory for you. We talked about Unai Emery. What about the skipping a step? I'll tell you who hasn't skipped a step. Glasner.
Yes.
Won a European competition.
He's doing all the bits and bobs.
He's done the Premier League thing.
Yeah.
He's won in the Premier League.
Yeah.
6 months out.
6 months out from his contract.
Could take Gay with him.
Is there a better fit?
Well, my only take is that the Man United fans don't want the 3-4-3.
No, that's the problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a manager there that knows how it works.
Well, that's a very good point.
Right? And he's been successful in doing it.
I think
and
3-4-3,
also he could...
I think 3-4-3 only works with certain levels of teams. I don't think 3-4-3 can work with a top team.
Yeah, but that's because, like I said earlier, there aren't wing-backs out there. If everyone started playing 3-4-3, in 10 years' time, you'd have more loads of wing-backs out there. But because everyone's been playing 4-3-3 for years, everyone's a winger. Every exciting player.
But then you need to play 4-3-3 then, because there are more better players available in them positions. That's my point. I don't think it can work because I don't think the players are available. If there's only one wing back and one left wing back that in the world that are world class, that are the best at doing it, then you're asking a lot to try and get them both.
But do you not see now a time where in the Premier League you're seeing more crosses in than the last however many years? I don't know what the stats say. So maybe if there are wing backs, there's going to be even more crosses coming into the box.
Are you saying that football's going to change to another time?
Do you think we're going to get another throwback to where we get wingers
what he's saying
on their actual side?
If Glasner comes in, Mateta's coming in, and Sesko's out. That's what you're saying, isn't you?
Gay as well. It's not the worst option.
It's not the worst option. I think Man United want a departure from 3-4-3. They want to get away. Man United are built on wingers.
They want a departure
They're
from
built
Amorim,
on 4-4-2, wingers, Giggsy, Becks, go on, boom, get those balls into the box. That's what they're built on, yeah? That's what they know and love, and they want that feeling back again.
Yeah, and that's what you can get with 3-5-2, or whatever you want to call it, 3-4-3. You can. You can get that. They've got the big man there. They've got the big man. They've just got no delivery.
Do you want a tenner on it?
Why do you always bet?
So who's your money on?
He's got the answer. We told you this already. Ole.
No, I'm talking
Ollie's at the wheel,
I'm talking
mate.
like long term.
I think if I'm Man United's hierarchy, that you have to go for what you perceive best in class. And in the Premier League, he's not going to get Guardiola and he's not going to get Arteta. So, third best,
Emery.
They have to try and do that.
The Villa fans will
What about
hate this
what
because it is a step back.
What about Xavi?
Nah. You need somebody with like big like aura. Somebody somebody that they're going to fully respect from the get-go. That's what they need, United.
What, they wouldn't respect Xavi?
They would respect him, but I don't think he's got those.
In the Premier League. But Zidane has got the aura, hasn't he?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Should we talk about your boys?
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, just me and Watto.
I thought you'd be a little bit more.
No, mate, do you know what? I'm buzzing, actually. I am buzzing. And
Look at you.
As I said to Watto before the show started, I said, this young kid, this Mateus Mane, right? You put a creative player in, right, that can turn beat a player, and then you've got the game in front. And it's amazing. What a little bit of
if you can take a player out of the game.
You take a player out of the game, and he can beat a player, right? And actually, we were watching it, and my missus said, she went, that young lad's good, isn't he? He goes, but won't they just sell him like they do with all the other good players? And he went, yeah, probably, love you.
Probably.
And do you know what? It's January.
But what I like the best thing about the whole game, well, the sets of fans seeing we'll be playing each other next year in the Championship, because that's probably the reality of the situation.
Right, in fairness, to be fair. I didn't see it coming, though. I really didn't. I didn't even know there were games on that early.
I did think Wolves...
Didn't see it coming, but are you surprised?
Because there was only 2 games, there weren't there? It was the Wolves game and the Brighton game that were being played on the Saturday afternoon. And so I didn't think there was any games. I thought it was all just a Sunday thing. And then Louis said, "Dad, you seen the Wolves score?" I was like, "Oh." Yeah. I'm thinking like he's going to say it's like 5-0 to West Ham or something like that. 3. Oh my God!
Honestly, they were good value for it, and I am pleased for like Rob Edwards and like just for the fans. You know, it's been a rotten season.
Did you see him strut on the pitch after Rob Edwards? Oh my word!
Well, I mean, fair play. Let him have his moment.
Back
but
off
West Ham.
West Ham. That's why Nuno's been absolutely buzzing about all this Amorim chat, because that's the only thing that's taken the heat off all weekend. Because that is.
Did they even have any shots? Did they?
I'll tell you what.
Nuno could play 3-5-2.
They stunk the place out.
Nuno, there you go. Nuno will be available.
He could play 3-5-2. He's managed a big club, Tottenham.
Well, apparently, big Slaven Vilic's fancying saving him, innit? So.
Expected goals for West Ham was 0.25. No shots on target. No shots on target.
Bowen's had an overhead kick that went over. That would have.
Oh, mate, that is brutal. Yeah. Oh, wow, that is massive trouble.
Both going down.
Probably.
So, like, I think in the past we've spoken about Upton Park and all that, you know, the ground being the issue. Yeah. They're playing away from home. They get slapped 3-0 off Wolves. Yeah. The ground is not the issue. What is the problem?
The mentality, mate. The mentality of it. They've got a big wage bill, I bet West Ham have. Massive wage bill. And when shit hits the fan for these sort of players, they don't want to be anywhere near it. They don't.
Apart from Bowen.
Bowen
really does.
Players aren't.
But it's not even that. They don't want to be on the pitch. That's the problem. They'd rather just get the wages put into the bank account every single month and go, do you know what? It's not my fault we're struggling here. I'm injured or I'm not available or whatever it is. Let everybody else deal with that. And once you get 1 or 2 of them, that turns into 3 or 4 of them.
Sure, they go down. There's a lot leaving that ship.
Massive.
There is, yeah.
That would be a massive thing for West Ham.
On the way, and they're talking about Bowen. Does he leave now? Like, to give himself a chance to get in the World Cup squad?
I don't think he'd leave. I think he's too much of a decent bloke that would go, right, lads, I'm in this till the end of the season and I will give you everything.
Where would he end up? A Jarrod Bowen?
What's really difficult.
What's his level?
They're saying, like, I think it's 28, 29, and if they go down, his value is just going to half straight away. So I don't even know what it'd be worth now. So 60 million?
Yeah, probably.
29?
Yeah.
Then it goes down, it's going to be 30 million.
Years old.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 60 million,
50, 45, 50 mil.
But then West Ham are saying, well, you're worth more to us than 40, 50 mil, aren't you?
Where would he end up?
Do you know what? He could honestly play for quite a lot of them all, really.
But,
really could. He could play for Liverpool quite happily. He would suit Liverpool down to the ground, I think, to be honest with you.
Especially right now, yeah.
He really would.
But you know you're going to get 3 years out of him at his age, like the output that he's got.
You'd get 3 or 4 years out of that, of the same level and intensity. But he's a perfect fit for, like I say, the reason why he's always with England, the reason why he's always selected and always playing, because he's a good lad and he does it properly and he works hard and he's got real quality.
Every time he gets it, he wants to go forward.
He'd be great at Newcastle, wouldn't he?
He'd be great at anywhere, mate. He really would.
Yeah.
Somebody would take him, somebody would have him if he left West Ham and he would make them a better team. Don't care who it was. It could be Man City who would make him a better team because of who he is.
Can we talk about... oh, God, we're going to have to talk about Villa Forest and this this goalkeeping, this poor John Victor.
Yeah.
Brain
fart.
Right. I mean, the first goal, Watto said, cracking goal from Ollie Watkins, but I think David Raya saves that and he's 6 inches shorter than him.
Yeah. He's a number 2 goalkeeper. He's a number 2 goalie, and this is what happens. When a number 2 goalie comes in at first, normally it's a bit of energy and they're buzzing.
First 6 games.
First, it's nice and you get a good output from them. But then very quickly it becomes, this is hard work actually being a number 1 goalkeeper. And to have that goalie who can sustain 7 out of 10 performances week in, week out, then you're asking a lot, and he's probably not that guy.
Do you know what it was? Is for the 3rd goal for John McGinn. I don't know whether he had family in the stand he was going over to say hello to, or what's he doing out there?
I don't even know. I've tried to watch his back and get...
What's he doing?
Even his body, his body position at the start.
I've tried to watch as many angles as I can to see what he's seen, because he's obviously trying to read the through ball. Because the way it happens is, I can't remember who played the ball, but it's just a lump, yeah? They're stuck and the ball's next to them and there's nothing else they can do, so they just had to kick it as hard as they can. So I think he's probably thinking, he's just going to put this through, I'll come and sweep it up. But the players have already seen that and have already started dropping, and the Villa players have started attacking, and I'm thinking, oh no, mate, this is just a horrific decision.
Well, I kept rewinding it, not really to see his start position, because I knew he were all right, but made a shocking decision. I kept rewinding it to see at the point where he thought he'd pulled his card.
Yeah,
I know.
He pulled it after, didn't he? Because he got up. He actually got back up after. Then he went back down.
I was saying, there's one bit, he just holds his hand up because I've had a stinker, lad, sorry. Yeah. And then the camera panned away, and the next thing he's on the floor, I've pulled my calf. Yeah. I don't know what quite happened.
Let me, genuine question right now, Fozzie, and I want you to be brutally honest, right? If you're playing for Watto, Watto's your goalkeeping coach, you walk off the pitch crying, what's the conversation going like with him in the...
Biggin! No, Biggin! No. Right, it's not good, right? It's really not good. It's not a good look. There's a lot of times when you make a massive mistake and you can feel the pressure, and it's an awful feeling, it really is. You want the ground to swallow you up, yeah? But sometimes you have to just overcome it, right? And we live in a society now where people aren't built the way they used to be built, and stuff happens and it's an easy way out. It's an arm up and it's a get me out of here, I can't deal with this anymore. And that's what it feels like a little bit, to be perfectly honest. There's times where when it happens, you just have to pull your big boy pants on and go, right, do you know what, I'm going to have to get through this. There's half an hour left. Just get through it and we'll assess what it is after.
Suck it up later.
Suck it up, basically. No, it wouldn't have gone down well, would it, mate?
No, it's just not a good look. I mean, actually, I thought Villa were so dominant in the game. Yeah, but when Forest gets 2-1, it's game on.
You never know.
And then he's had the, what did you call it?
Brain fart.
Brain fart, exactly. But yeah, the look after it were just...
No, it's not great.
It's not great.
How poor and negative were Forest first half?
Yeah.
Well, they were literally like just sat in a low block or sat deep, whatever you want to call it. And it was like, right, attack us.
They must... surely that's just because they're playing Villa, right? They know Villa are a very good team, right? They know it, yeah? Surely they've just done that just because it's Villa. But that's... isn't it better to just go, right, let's just play our normal way of playing?
Yeah, fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
But like... all the other teams are doing it, like Sunderland's, the energy that they're bringing to games. They don't care about who they're playing against. They're going to go, right, we're going to try and attack at every opportunity we do. But Forest, it just seems like, I don't know, I think they've lost 4 on the bounce now. It just seems a bit...
Yeah, but you lose a little bit of identity, don't you?
Yeah.
You try and play too safe. And when you try and play too safe, you're going to get...
They've got good players.
Because the opposition's too good. And I said off air, when you allow the pass into Rodgers and you allow him to turn and move forward, who plays a pass into Watkins, and as a centre-half, you're not up his arse and you allow him to turn, step forward and hit it. Now, we know the goalie should do better, but you've had 2 opportunities missed there to defend that action. It's too passive.
Way too passive.
Once you get to 25 yards out, it's red alert. You cannot let any Premier League player, I don't care who you are, you could be a centre-back, you cannot let him get the ball, turn and get a shot off. You can't. Yeah, you can't. Even on the weak foot, right? You can't let them because anything can happen. Everyone's got enough power to be able to hit the back of the net. And so to just stand off the way they did, it's just...
I'd love to hear from Villa fans, because whenever I was saying to Watto, I love watching Tielemans playing that kind of like anchor in the 6th position. Because they just look...
He's been massive for them.
I'd love to see what Villa fans think of him, because like...
He goes under the radar.
I think he goes...
He plays off the front man a lot as well.
Yeah, he does, but I think he's better when he plays deeper, because I just think he gets them up the pitch. I think he's so forward-thinking.
He wants to get on the ball and run with it and move with it and get forward with it. I think he's been fantastic.
He was like an FM12 wonder kid or something, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was. But what Belgium... Was it Brugge?
No, Anderlecht.
Anderlecht, yes.
Was he?
Yeah. Anthony Vandenborre as well. He was an Anderlecht legend. Anthony Vandenborre.
FM, what a game.
What a game.
I thought that was that guy who played in the darts final. What was his name?
Van Veen.
He's good, whatever.
So what about the English boys? You can tell it's a World Cup year, can't you? All the English strikers are finding their groove now, aren't they?
As well, mate. This is where you'll see now. You'll see the players that have got something to really play for really start popping. Yeah, it's amazing what players can do when they've got something to, like a substance, something tangible, something.
Yeah.
When there's a World Cup coming,
Do you think Ollie Watkins is still number 2 behind Harry Kane?
I do, yeah. I do, yeah. I think just for longevity, reliability, you know what you're going to get from it. Even that goal against the goal he scored against Netherlands, still one of my greatest footballing moments. That was, honestly.
Oh, unbelievable! But also he's scoring different goals, isn't he? Like the one at Chelsea where he bundles it in, and then the header, and then the screamer he scored there.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Tapping against Art, like, you know, unbelievable. The array of goals he's scoring.
On the plane. 100%.
He has to be.
It's whether you actually go for a different model.
Because his energy as well, he's a runner.
Yeah. It's whether you take that third number 9 as a different model. I don't know what.
Right, come on, should we keep it moving? Because this could be the longest.
I need to ask Watto about James Milner.
Go on.
Right, 25th calendar year in the Premier League. And I'm not buying he does things right, he's a great pro. I'm sure there are lots and lots and lots of Premier League players that demonstrate similar kind of levels of commitment. What is it, Watto? Is it genetically he's just different, he's made up better? What is it with Milner?
I would just say it's just a relentless pursuit of excellence.
Really?
That's him.
You know, quickly, you said, I'm not having it. It is that, I promise you. It's that to the nth degree, yeah? There's players that do it properly, and everybody does it fairly properly. He does it double properly. Oh. And, you know, players that get injured all the time or are unavailable because of this, right? Everybody, if they did it to James Milner's level that he did it, would play so many more games and would be injured so much less. I promise you, right?
I was with him at Newcastle.
Mate, it's ridiculous. What he does is
the best of the best.
You can make yourself fit. You can keep yourself fit. Yeah, you can do your prehab, your rehab, your extra work, your this and that. Not going out partying, not staying up till 2 in the morning, not having a little gin and tonic at night. Or those little percentage 5, 2, 3. They all can help you play so many more games throughout your career.
So when you were with him at Newcastle, he would have been, he'd have been young. He'd have been, how long would he have been?
I think he was about 21 then.
And was he demonstrating that then?
Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. Before you come back in for pre-season, he was meeting up with the fitness coach 2 weeks before, doing all your running. And bear in mind, this is pre-season when everyone used to come back unfit.
Yeah.
He was weeks ahead. He was an animal, a monster. I'd say, I've always said about James Milner, right, he deserves everything he's ever won. He's basically got the best out of himself in every single capacity.
40 years old on Monday.
He's dedicated his whole life to playing football, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a life for him.
Yeah.
A training day is a 9 to 5 for him. It's not an hour and a half's training and we're off. He's in first, he's out last because he does everything right before it. He does everything right during the session and everything right post it. It's his whole life.
We'll keep it moving, but Brighton quickly, 2-0 win against Burnley. Burnley looking a bit doomed, to be honest with you, aren't they? It's kind of getting to that, it's like same old now, isn't it? They're kind of, I think they all know they're probably done as well.
They've run their race.
Yeah.
Scott Parker, the next West Ham manager, because he's an animal at getting managers out of the Championship.
Yes, he is. He is very good at doing that, actually.
Played for him there.
Brighton, they're kind of, like, I like Brighton. They're a good team, fantastic team. They can beat anybody. They're a bit sort of hit and miss at the minute. They're a bit meh.
Yeah. Well, they're nice, aren't they?
Sort of,
that mess really unfair.
Yeah, but they are. They're a bit like, yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to know. I always think whenever we do the notes, right? That's the notes. Whenever we do the notes, it's difficult to know what to talk about every week with Brighton because they're a really good team, right? But the very nature of where they are in the league, they'll win a couple, they'll lose a couple. So they never go on mad runs.
No, they don't.
They never go on huge runs. So you can only really say the same things. They're a really good football team. They're a really good football club.
They give everyone a game.
Rutter's great. Ayari, the finish for the second goal was phenomenal, by the way. To go away from goal and then bang, it's a phenomenal finish. And they've got some great players. They have, simple as that.
Yeah. And that is like...
It's a good match.
It's a big compliment.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's a compliment because that's where they've got to. They are mid-table Premier League team, very, very comfortable to be where they are.
Yeah, true that.
But what about Brentford? So Brentford I mean, when you look at the...
7.
Look at the...
They're 4 points off 4.
But look at the league, though, Ben. Like, how many points are Brentford ahead of Brighton?
They are 2 points ahead of them.
Right. So,
but what I will say is though, Brighton have got, I would say, a lot more years at doing this. They've got a better infrastructure probably of doing this. Recent history of selling players and finances, whereas Brentford haven't really got that. They're only kind of 3 or 4 years into the Premier League now. So it's. I think for what they're doing with Keith Andrews this season is phenomenal. I'm buzzing for them. I really am.
They've got an unbelievable conveyor belt of strikers.
I like
that's
Brentford. I do. I really like Brentford.
Yeah.
I like the goalkeeper. I love a goalkeeper. Kelleher's the boy. I like big Thiago up top. Like, unreal.
But like, you look at Brentford and like...
Sade.
Yeah.
Sade.
But they've got rid of Visser and Mbuemo for what? Over 100 million.
Yeah.
And then they've got 2 strikers that are scoring hat-tricks.
Yeah.
Right? What I want to know, right, who's their third striker? Because basically get him in your FPL team at the start of next season. Because when they sell these 2 strikers...
Yeah, I know, you're not wrong, yeah.
The striker recruitment's unbelievable.
I had Thiago in my fantasy. By the way, my fantasy.
Can we talk about... Have you been doing your... Like, was this week a...
This week was the first week I changed it in about a month.
Right, can we quickly
So I
go
hadn't
through
done
this?
it for about a month.
And
then,
you're straight back into contention.
oh my God, monster week. 91 game week points I got this week.
So
which
you've
is
got
huge.
17 Malik
Over my head,
Thiaw.
this.
17 from Malik Thiaw, Van der Ven 7, Rice 17, Cunha 18 as captain, Thiago 17. Unreal, mate.
Who you got in goals?
No, it's not a great shout, to be fair. Dubravka.
Well, he got 13 points last week.
Yeah, he did get 13.
You know you want at the back now, don't you?
Go on.
Gabriel is back.
Gabriel is back, isn't he?
Yeah, you need
he
him
is back, actually, yeah.
He is.
Yeah, I'm back, lads. I'm back, all right? That's all you need to know. It's all you need to worry about.
Toze, did you see that one coming from Everton, getting popped at home?
No, not at home. I mean, they're like an industrious team, aren't they?
Yeah.
Someone that you kind of back every week to,
Wouldn't back up
be
to
in a game.
get beaten by 4.
Yeah, you always see them in a game. It's
Yeah.
usually 1 goal in it, but it was nice to see Grealish come back with 2 assists. I think that was his first assists
Yeah, it was,
since
yeah.
like August or something. But it's, you know, if you can get him bouncing and popping while Njai's away as well, they'll be all right.
I think the reason why they fall off a bit is when Njai goes, like, because he is such a driving force. Talk about players who can beat a man. Jesus.
And pace.
Pace is the killer, mate. It's the killer. I promise. If you've got somebody running at you, it gets you straight away on the back foot. So next time you go, well, I'm not even going to be that advanced. I'm just going to stay back a bit more because then I've got a bit more leeway, a bit more to work with. So that's what he offers to them. So I think, obviously, and what's his name? Dewsbury Hall. Not being available as well, it hurts them quite a lot.
Did you? Is there anyone better at digging out a pass than Jack Grealish, by the way?
No, he's beautiful.
Do you think that's a low centre of gravity?
Yes,
like,
his power as well, mate.
Big legs,
Big legs, like he's able to really generate it so quickly as well.
He'd pull his calf before Victor, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Should we talk about Arsenal? Team at the top of the league, going to win the Premier League?
Absolutely. Let's talk about
Real,
Arsenal.
Go on in, Toze. Your team, come on.
I don't know, it was... to be fair, Bournemouth deserved to be ahead, and then they probably could have gone 2 or 3 ahead.
Yeah.
But then when they just come, like, what I love, Gabriel, I love him. And I remember weeks ago you said about world-class players. For me, Gabriel is he's the best centre-half in the world, in my opinion. And I know you've got Van Dijk and stuff like that, but to show the attitude after he gives away the first goal and then going up the other end and just doing what he does and scores, I think him being back is massive.
Massive for Arsenal.
Now, you know, they've been scoring from set pieces, but there's been a lot of own goals and stuff. But now you've got Gabriel there. It's just
if Arsenal had a striker, they would be absolutely popping, wouldn't they?
I don't know, because is it just that certain teams don't suit an orthodox number 9? Because they've had a few now, and
Havertz is fit, but he's just not. Yeah. He's not on the bench. They're just managing his minutes. So if you can get the Havertz that was, you know, scoring goals before he got injured, that'd be massive.
I know what you're saying, right? And do you know what it actually reminded me a little bit of? And we were talking about during the Man City-Chelsea game the other day is Cherky, right? Unreal player. What a baller, by the way. He can run with the ball as well. But I think there are players in that Man City team that if they're playing in Cherky's position, Haaland gets more chances. But I think because Cherky is so good, he runs with it a bit more and he's more willing to have the shots himself. I think that takes away from Erling Haaland getting those opportunities as well.
Do you think if Erling Haaland was playing in that Arsenal team, the way that Arsenal play, he'd score 30 goals a season?
No, they wouldn't, because it don't play the same. It doesn't necessarily play the same. But they are very set-piece orientated, so he probably would score a few more from set pieces, to be honest with you. Now, Haaland, I take it back. Haaland scoring goals, full stop.
100%.
Yeah, but they changed the philosophy a little bit. He's just unplayable.
Just put ball in the box more often, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he scores more goals. He does.
But Madueke's one of these so frustrated, so good.
Yeah.
So good, but then he's just like toothless at the end of it.
Yeah, gets to the end of it, the final little bit where you've got to really have that little bit of like calmness and like
pass one in,
get the strike.
Yeah.
What about
rash with it?
What about Eze? Right, has not played a minute in the last 3 games.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
He's on the bench.
Hasn't played a minute the last 3 games. Hasn't come on.
Yeah.
That's probably because he can't trust him out on the left wing because of the Villa incident, where he wasn't tracking the back post, which you can't trust him. And also Odegaard's back and he's just running the game.
Odegaard's back and popping again. And Odegaard looks like he's been looking like last season kind of thing.
Even in the last 10 minutes of the game, you're going 3-1 up before they get the second. Should I bring Eze on? But Odegaard just will control the game. Yeah. He'll just get the ball and take it in and make
You don't understand how important that is, that little bit there
and
about
Declan Rice
being able to rely on somebody to defend as well and trust the manager's trust.
It's
just trusting him.
With Declan Rice then, I think, I was watching back an old show, because I think at the start of the season we said, what does Declan Rice need to do to become truly, truly world class? Because I think there's an argument that he's the best in Europe now, in this position. And we said, getting towards double digits in goals, right? Yeah. So he's got 4 goals in 19 games. Let's say you double that and go 8 Premier League goals. And having doing everything else that he does, is he now? Is he there?
Yeah,
is he world class?
He's getting there now.
Is he world class?
Declan Rice is world class. Yeah, Declan Rice is world class. He has got everything. He's got everything.
He has.
He's a player that you want. He should be the Arsenal captain. No disrespect to Martin Odegaard, but he should be the Arsenal captain because he is the captain anyway. He's the focal point. Everybody looks to him to get it going.
He doesn't need it. It shows how good character.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He's a player that you can just trust.
Yeah, just trust him, mate. He's the first name in the team.
He doesn't miss games.
No,
his attitude seems impeccable.
Fantastic,
And I was interested in listening who were we listening to? Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe, it was saying that Declan had said that he tried to model his game on Yaya Toure in the way that he carries the ball. And I think that's something that this season, you can see the development in the way that he drives with the ball. He's frightening.
I just think he's loving it. I think he's loving life at Arsenal, and whether there's pressure on him and the team, he doesn't seem to carry
Is there anything else? Is there anything genuinely looking at him? He seems to be the absolute complete midfielder.
Yeah, he covers box to box. He can travel with the ball.
Set pieces, delivery
on
corners. Delivery.
He's big, wins his headers, second balls. He's got a all right throw in.
Yeah.
Which, if I could be critical, it could be a little bit longer.
Good
time. If you need us, just let us know.
He's got everything.
6 points clear, Arsenal out of City and Villa.
How many goals did Jarrod used to score?
That can still change, can't it?
Yeah, look, I mean, the league's so tough, but I think 6 points beyond halfway, they've got everything in their favour. I don't think we're going to be talking about the bottle situation.
I see on social media every day, it's like, it's this time of year now where Arsenal do that. I can't see it.
I don't see it now.
I think they're a different beast this year.
Right, do you want to have a know of the fixtures?
Liverpool next game at home.
Yeah, home to Liverpool, away at Forest, home to Man United, away at Leeds.
Yeah.
I mean, there are actually a couple of tough matches there.
Yeah.
You don't
Forest
want
away, they've
you don't want to be playing a Man
Leeds away.
Leeds away is tough. Man United, having just sacked a manager, is a tough.
Liverpool
they're always tough to play.
know.
I promise you.
They'll beat Liverpool.
And in between that, they've got the Chelsea games in the Cup. They've got 2 Champions League games, I think.
Champions League starting up again, isn't it? Spurs.
Right.
Luke,
right.
What's happened with Spurs, mate? Honestly, what are they now? 14th, are they, or something?
Yeah.
Where are they in the league, Spurs? 13th they are, right?
Better than 17th last year, isn't it?
Right. Okay. This is my point, Toze. They finished 17th in the league last season. They're 4 points off 5th.
Yeah.
And they're getting booed every game. I'm sorry, but I don't quite know who Spurs think they are. Because they're not multiple Premier League winners. They're 4 points off top 5.
Do you know what's killing
What's
them?
the expectation?
Do you know what? I always think just because they are this shiny team, right? They've got this unbelievable stadium and fantastic training facilities, right? You automatically assume that the performances on the pitch and the team on the pitch should mirror all the rest of it. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. I feel like they've got too many players who are lovely technical players but haven't really got any substance or bite.
Does that mean it's too nice?
Yeah.
So the training ground's nice.
Yeah.
The ground's
too
nice.
Everything's
it's
too
a
nice.
nice place to be. The manager's nice.
They need more bite.
Yeah.
They need more fighters, people who are going to really scrap.
Yeah.
Kudus is out now, injured.
They just sold Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson's gone. I'm not.
He scored 19 goals in all competitions last year, Brennan Johnson.
Top scorer for Spurs last season. Spurs top scorer. They've just got rid of him.
It's a biggie, that, because I thought Sunderland obviously have had an unbelievable season, but they deserve something out of the game, Sunderland.
Without doubt, they did as well.
They're always
Mate, they
there,
could have nicked this late on. They hit the post. They hit the post as well, mate. They're just fighters, mate. They'll just keep fighting. That's what Spurs are missing. Spurs are missing that part of it. They might have more technical players, yeah, but the fight part of it is more important.
Yeah. I just look at it and I just think, I don't know what they expect. Right,
Yeah.
they've got to give the manager time, and hopefully he'll evolve and keep getting better and better. But where do they think they should be?
Do you think they see after the World Cup Poch coming back there? Do you think that could be a possibility?
No.
Like, because that's all they've ever wanted is what they had under Poch, isn't it? Where they got Champions League final, they were finishing top 4, they were half fighting for the title.
And won nothing.
Yeah, won nothing, yeah. Basically at the end of it. But they were in a better position, whereas last year, everything was desperate to win a cup. They won the cup. Have they almost gone?
But they finished 17th.
That'll do for another 5-6 years.
Well, that's unfortunately that's probably where Spurs.
So what do they want? They're still in the chance to win some silverware this year now.
Still in the Champions League.
They joined the FA Cup this week.
FA Cup.
They're hoping to be a Champions League team. That's it.
But right now, the best they can hope for is being a top half team.
Yeah,
right. That's where they are now.
Probably, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, probably.
Dare I say, you said earlier on, football changes quick, doesn't it? Mm. And it can change quick. But
and what,
right
4
now,
off 5th.
Huh?
4 off 5th at the moment. 4 points off 5th. They're in the Champions League though, aren't they? Because they won the Europa. So
darn, it's tight.
By the way, that Broby goal.
Oh, phenomenal.
Unreal.
Yeah, rocket.
Contender for goal of the month.
Lovely for him.
Little 1-2.
I haven't seen the goal.
Oh, it's
absolute rocket foot, mate. Bounces up perfect and just goes, all right.
Does he turn his back?
He just leaves him on it. It's so simple.
Oh, really?
Oh. No fight, mate. No real fight. No winning.
But I tell you one that surprised me when I saw the Newcastle team sheet. Pope back in goal.
Yeah, he played last week as well, didn't he? Back in for the last couple he's been. And
That's not a good thing for Aaron.
No, it's not. But I don't know what was wrong with Pope. He must have had a little
shot.
A little like 3-4 week injury or something like that. And to be fair, Newcastle's results haven't been fantastic over the last sort of month or so either, has it? Really.
Sometimes that's nice, though, isn't it, for the keeper to come out and have like a little reset,
little month off, yeah.
Whether it's like
back in for the new year,
clear your head, bosh.
So if Nick stays in for the rest of the season, Aaron Ramsdale's only on loan there.
Yeah.
You'd think that Aaron won't sign or won't want to sign because he won't be the number one.
Yeah.
Where does that leave Aaron?
Oh, I really don't know. We said before he signed for Newcastle that he needs to find a team where he can be the undisputed number one goalkeeper that are a good team. Yeah, I'm not talking top 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm talking mid-ish table Premier League team, a solid team that he can go into and just do what he does with a smile on his face. That's all he wants to do.
Need a goalie.
Someone like
that. A bit like what Henderson's done, found himself at Palace.
Exactly.
As a really good keeper, won the cup.
Jordan Henderson, look at him. Jordan Henderson. Jordan Pickford, Everton, look at him. Set, solid, enjoying himself. Dean Henderson, absolutely buzzing with himself.
There's not many of those clubs, though, is there?
There's not many of those.
Cleveland Kelleher's made a brilliant move, and he's been unreal.
Cleveland Kelleher, Brentford, look at him, smile on his face.
Just go and enjoy football and establish yourself as a Premier League number one.
Yeah.
Forget the top 4, top 6 teams. Go and establish yourself, and if you get a good run, as Dean Henderson, as a Kelleher, it can come back.
I think there'll be a few teams looking at goalkeepers. Bournemouth have just taken Fraser Forster.
Yes.
Big Fraser's come out of retirement.
Lovely long hair as well.
Lovely long hair,
got his
beard on him. So there'll be a few teams looking for goalkeepers. I think Bournemouth are looking for a goalkeeper.
Will Chelsea be looking, or does Sanchez?
Chelsea are always looking.
Pretty solid. Yeah, Chelsea are always looking, especially at goalies. They've got 6 or 7 goalkeepers.
I think Forest is going to be a
Forest
big
are definitely.
When Big Fraser used to walk in the room, Steve Harper used to go, "You right?"
Yeah.
That's what he used to do.
Yeah, I used to say, remember Game of Thrones? Hodor, hold the door. Go on, Hodor.
Never saw it.
You never watched Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't.
What's wrong with you?
You laugh though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Should we do the quiz?
Yeah.
Jamie, good? Yeah, I'm ready. Come on, let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the first quiz of 2026. The lads have just informed me that you got a red card last year. Last year?
Last year.
Perfect.
Yeah. That means you're going to miss the first question of the quiz, so...
Brilliant.
Apologies, Ben.
Dolly went out the pram, didn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
I bet you know the answer to this one.
Okie dokie, right. First question. Question 1. Bolton signed Nicholas Anelka from what club in 2006-07 season?
PSG.
No.
Real Madrid?
No. Bolton signed Nicholas Anelka from what club in the 2006-07 season? 5.
Too many answers. I don't know
4.
which one's right.
Fenerbahce, was it?
Fenerbahce is the correct answer. Well done, Tom.
Tom.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
Swear down.
Okay,
That's
Ben,
a very good answer.
you're back in on this
Good
question.
answer. That.
See if you know this one, mate.
Question 2. Which Australian was the captain of Crystal Palace in the 2015-16 season?
Jednak.
Jedinak is the correct answer.
I was going to say Jednarak, and I don't know his name.
Ednarek.
Bednar,
Wow.
He had a good
Good beard.
and a good right foot.
Yeah.
Question 3. Career path question. I have played for Hull City, Carlisle loan, Huddersfield Town loan, Chesterfield loan, Chesterfield, Leeds, CSK Sofia, Sheffield Wednesday.
Wow.
I'll say it again. I've played for Hull City, Carlisle loan, Huddersfield Town loan, Chesterfield loan, Chesterfield, Leeds, CSK Sofia, Sheffield Wednesday. If you want a clue, let me know.
Cool.
If you all agree.
What's his name?
His name.
Chesterfield.
Not Jermaine Beckett, is it?
No, it's not Jermaine Beckett. 5, 4,
Jermaine
Beckford.
Beckford. Jermaine Beckford.
Definitely not Beckett.
all out.
Can we have a clue, like, what year?
Oh, no, you can't have clues after I've answered.
No,
You're back in.
All,
We're all back in.
All back in. His main team was Leeds.
His main team was
His
Leeds.
main team was Leeds.
It's easy, isn't it, when you know the answer?
Position?
Centre back. He was the captain.
Cooper.
Liam Cooper's the
Yeah.
correct answer. Well done, Watto.
Very
Chesterfield.
good.
Do you remember he moved
I needed some clues.
What? He was at Chesterfield on loan? No, he was
yeah.
as permanent.
And then it took loan, then permanent.
Yeah.
Needed some clues. We
Good.
never got it without the clues.
Well done, Watto.
Thank you.
Well done,
It was a
Watson.
slow drawn.
Where's he now?
process.
Chef Wed.
Chef Wednesday. Yeah.
Question 4. Connor Cody made his Premier League debut for what club?
Wolves.
No.
Everton.
No. Connor Cody made his Premier
Liverpool.
League debut for what club? Well done, Watto. Liverpool's the correct answer.
good.
One appearance, wasn't it?
Yep,
Yeah,
one
very
appearance.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So not many.
Well done.
That's false
Wow.
knowledge, that is, isn't it?
Very good.
What's that? 2-1-1.
Who's on two?
Watto.
Watto's on 2, yeah.
Back last two, surprisingly, they were.
Hey.
Question 5. What Englishman made his Premier League debut for Bournemouth in the 2019-20 season who now plays his football in Juventus? At Juventus.
Oh, my word.
So that again. What's the question again?
What Englishman made his Premier League debut for Bournemouth in the 2019-20 season who now plays his football for Juventus?
Tamori?
Sorry?
Tamori?
Nope, not tomorrow.
Englishman.
English girl name.
Angola, Angola.
Wow, we are struggling today.
There is an Englishman currently playing for Juventus.
Yeah.
Say what?
Dom Solanke.
No. What?
He's a Tottenham. What am I on about?
He's never played for Juventus.
I know.
It is Monday morning, Tom.
I know. Got a howler.
5,
Give us a position.
3, 2, 1. Rule out. Your clue is that he won the FA Cup last year with Newcastle. Was it FA Cup?
No, that was the League Cup.
League Cup, sorry. League Cup Newcastle last year.
Are we all back in?
Yeah, all back in.
Cool.
This is winding me up.
Did he play?
Did he say the position?
Did he get the right club? Did he mean the?
Honestly,
did
people
he
in
mean
the
the FA
comments here are
Cup?
going
No, it's
wild.
not.
Did you mean the FA Cup with Crystal Palace?
I like the way that Jamie throws us under the bus.
I was.
What, he
I am
played
correct.
for Newcastle?
He played for Newcastle. I'm not saying he played in the final, but he won. Won.
Oh, come on.
What is going on here? I've got brain fart.
Jamal Lascelles.
You know what? You're all out. No, it's Lloyd Kelly.
Oh my
Lloyd Kelly.
God, he
And
did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
And
He
is
got
he
moved to Juve.
Is he playing as well at Juventus? Like, actually, how many games did he play?
He's played
remember him getting
15,
the
medal.
15 games.
Why is Luke shaking his head?
I don't know why he's shaking his head.
Because he went to Juventus in February.
Yeah, and he's still there now.
No, but the League Cup was in March, the final.
Yeah, so he didn't win.
He It wasn't at Newcastle.
You're trying to bamboozle us there with that. Either way, the answer's Lloyd Kelly. Next one.
Anyway, Lloyd Kelly.
It's
on Wikipedia,
theoretically great question.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Said that he's won.
Execution?
He must have played a couple of games. He must have won his
Right, so you know, Wiki says that, yeah, but you've seen it with your eyes that he wasn't there, right?
Luke,
but do you trust the technology or do you just trust your eyes?
It's quite a thingy way you talk to the referee, isn't it?
Right. I've shot him dead. he's
Again.
He's dead.
Dead now, yeah? But the technology says I didn't shot him, even though you shot me do it.
I didn't shot him.
Question 6. Dean Smith is currently managing
Charlotte
what
FC.
club?
Brilliant. That's the shittest question of the
It's
quiz
not,
so
it's just
far.
because Tom got it right.
Yeah.
If Watto got it right,
The
he wouldn't have said
shittest
Who is it
question.
he's trying to take on loan? He's trying to
Yellow card
take
for you, Ben.
from Villa.
Yellow card for you.
Harvey Elliott.
He's got a yellow card.
Yes.
To be fair, he's lucky you didn't get one before that. Trying to manipulate
Does
the
that
ref.
mean he misses his next question?
No, it's a warning. Question
What's the...
2, 0, 2, 2.
One.
1. Question 7. Which current Premier League team got relegated in the COVID pandemic season?
Leeds.
Bournemouth is the correct answer. Well done, Ben.
Leeds went up.
Because he went down with Watford as well. Question 8. Spurs signed Wilson Odobert from what Premier League club?
Fulham.
No.
Bournemouth.
Chelsea.
No.
I don't know this.
I don't know it.
Spurs signed Wilson Odobert from what Premier League club?
Brighton.
No. All back in.
Brentford.
No.
West Ham.
No.
There any left?
5.
Is it going to be
Leeds.
Sunderland?
No and no. So you're all out. The answer is Burnley.
But we had 8 stabs
Oh
at that.
my
8
God.
stabs. Yeah.
Wow.
It began with B though, didn't it?
I reckon we smothered Burnley on the table as well. We did every team around Burnley,
Question
apart from
9.
Wolves.
Anthony Gordon went on loan to what club in 2021?
Tranmere.
No.
Quinton Stanley.
No.
That weren't my answer, by the way. I was joking.
No, he said it.
Yeah, he said it.
You have said it.
Preston.
Nah, he was joking.
Preston North End's the correct answer.
What a guess.
Well
what a
done.
guess that
I went
is.
geographically.
Very
Oh
good.
my God.
That's why I always say Tranmere.
That's
So,
incredible.
Southport.
Going into the final question, everyone's on
2
apart from
2
Ben.
2 1.
Yeah.
Cool, it's a big
If you had his
question.
yellow up as well.
So wait there. 2-2-2-1.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Could be a big tiebreaker, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Question 10. Gary O'Neill ended his playing career at what club?
Portsmouth.
No, it's not Portsmouth.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
No, it's not Bournemouth. You both
Do I-
out.
Oh, I'm out as well.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, of course you're not.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but you had it before me.
It don't matter. you
Gary
said the same
O'Neill
thing.
ended his playing career at what club?
I think I've got it.
Was it Middlesbrough?
No. All back in.
Bolton.
Bolton's the correct answer.
No!
Takes
Get in.
the quiz.
Unreal.
Takes
You
the quiz.
deserve,
Well
you
done,
deserve it
Toes.
on that. You deserve it.
What, Toes?
Totally.
Very good, Tom.
Where's Balsam anyway?
Is that 2 in a row,
Oh, it's
Toes?
gone.
No, I
It's
didn't.
done.
You beat me in the tiebreak last time.
Okay. Well done, mate.
So boom,
Thanks, mate.
That takes Toes up to second position.
Wow.
On 5. So Tom's on 7.
Thanks,
Toes
mate.
is on 5.
Brilliant.
Happy,
Toes.
happy
What's
New
Toes
Year.
on 4?
Happy
Thoroughly
New Year.
deserved.
Ben,
Thanks.
you're
Well done, mate.
Did you have like an extra question? Because we're sacking off the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do have an extra question.
Go on,
Go on,
let's have it.
let's just
Go
have
on,
an
let's have
extra
it.
question.
Do we get a bonus quiz point for it?
No, you don't. You get nothing. Just for fun, yeah?
Yeah, oh, everything's for fun, mate.
Everything's for fun. Question 11. Sunderland attacker Bertrand Traore started his...
Aston Villa.
Barcelona.
No.
I know it.
Wolves.
No,
You don't know
it's
the
not.
fucking
Middlesbrough.
question.
No.
Hold on a minute.
Tony
You don't know the
Pulis.
fucking
No.
question yet.
Vaseline.
No.
Sunderland attacker Bertrand Traore started at...
Oh, that's a diamond Traore. I thought about a diamond Traore.
Go on.
Sunderland
Say it again.
attacker
Yeah.
Bertrand Traore started at what Premier League club?
No idea.
I know the answer.
Go on.
Come on. My answer.
No.
You can come back in. It's fine.
I don't know.
Traore.
You're in, Toes, if you know.
I think I do know this as well.
Are we doing it?
Yeah, you're back in.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's correct.
Good,
answer.
yeah,
Go
well
on,
done.
Toes.
See, definitely the worthy winner today.
Well,
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, have to admit it, don't we?
Well done, guys.
Hold your hands up sometimes. I don't want to hold my hands up because I've got sweaty pits.
Do it again. So give us a little.
Mate, that's my left arm, yeah? My left arm's nowhere near
put
my
your
back.
right in
My
as
right
well.
arm's like the worker arm, so it's even sweatier. You ready?
The tugger arm.
What, since you've
Told ya.
since you had the shoulder
It's
done?
unreal.
You're unreal. Right, love you all. Well done. See you in a bit. In a bit.
Oh, yeah.